I was so excited because I mean, I wanted to marry Devon. I mean, the lines are a little blurred, Devon or Brighton, for the past like 11 years. So I was so excited. And then to have that be a part of the 13,000th episode was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been a very long time coming, and I mean, to be a part of a milestone episode it's an honor. It's a privilege. Of all the iconic weddings that have happened and taken place in 52 years, we're right up there with them now.
I didn't believe it because I had asked for it for so long. Like every time I would see Josh, would be like, "Hey, we could date each other. We're not related." And he'd be like, "Yeah, okay."
They keep telling us no. They've been telling us no for years and years, and we had such a great fan reaction in I think the first couple scenes that Abby and Devon ever had when they went out on a date, when they were really in love with other people, but they tried to date each other. They were so good. And fans love them, and since then we've wanted this to happen.
Yeah. So when he said, "Yeah, it's happening," I was like, "Okay."
We'll believe it when we see it on the script.
Yeah. And then I saw it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Oh my gosh. And it's so funny because I was like telling my husband, I was like, "I finally get to be with Devon." And he was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so great." Like we were all so excited. Like the family was so excited. I was like, "Is this weird? I don't know." But it was we had a party. No.
My mom was very excited too. She's heard me talk about it as well. And what the funny thing is too, is when Chance and Abby got married, I officiated it. And we kept our fingers crossed behind our backs.
And like even at that wedding, when we were filming that wedding, who my real husband was playing Chance at the moment.
That's right.
I was like, I kept looking at Brighton, and I was like, "Devon, it's not too late." He hasn't said yes. And so like Justin's like, "It's true. Like if you guys really want to be together." So it's been this like long running joke that I just couldn't even believe it when it finally happened.
Yeah, I mean we're the best of friends on set. We have just an amazing sense of humor that makes every day a joy. She's an incredible scene partner. I mean it couldn't be better. That's why we wanted to work together so much.
I mean, one of the funniest guys that I know, like, knows all of the movie quotes. Like, if that's one of the like unknown things about Brighton is that you can talk to him about pretty much any movie, and so I feel like we're always laughing together. And then I just feel so lucky to get to work with him too, because he knows every scene in and out, and I feel like he makes everyone better. Everyone that's working with him is just like, you got to step up your game to work with this guy because he's so great.
Talking, because
well, thanks.
Working with her, she brings emotion to the table like that. We could be joking, laughing, have an amazing time, and then just zero into a scene, and you bring it like that.
It's exhaustion.
It looks effortless. So
my children's exhaustion has brought that to my act. I haven't slept for 8 years now. I will never forget when Abby invited Devon to go to Miami. She was like, "I have a private jet. Right. You should come to Miami with me." We were in the GCAC, and he was like, "Oh no, I can't." I was like, "What?" I was so upset. Like I've held that grudge against you for that long.
I was so upset that they wrote that I didn't go to Miami with her because I mean, they had us. We've been in love with other people for like a decade now, and so we've just been, each other's best friends. And I mean, even back then, we wanted them to go in that direction. I think they even had plans for it really early on, and then they scrapped the plans. So, it was just hope.
And I really do feel it's a match made in heaven, because they started as best friends. They know everything about each other, and I think that just all of the years leading up to this has just built such a great foundation for their relationship.
And that's what you want, right? That's the goal, is to find you and marry your best friend, person that knows literally all your ups, all your downs, and still respects and champions you. That's a good question.
I think there was a moment for Abby when it's like seeing Devon with their son. I feel like just Dominic coming into the world, and I feel like even if she didn't realize it at the moment, but just seeing Devon and Dominic bond and just that relationship grow just made Abby completely fall in love with him, especially because Chance just did not have that relationship at all with their son. And so I feel like she just saw him in a new light.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo that a little bit. I think when Devon saw once Abby became a mother, and he saw her passion and um, just that she would go to the ends of the earth for her child and for her family, and to know how important family is to Devon and where he came from and what he lacked growing up, and to see the kind of woman and mother that Abby is, I think that solidified his love for her.
Mm-hmm.
Secretly loves her a little bit for a long time.
Yeah, I think that there was always something there, but I feel like they were just like the timing was never right, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing that for 11 years. If you might not have noticed, but even Michelle used to know that. She'd be like, okay, you don't have to touch him in this scene. I'd like walk away and I'd be like, bye, Devon. Lingering, like, you know.
She really
Finally someone caught on. Oh, Devon. How many times? Well, in real life or Devon?
In real life that you think that I'm more romantic.
Oh yeah, he's definitely way more romantic than I am. I am not romantic.
Not at all?
No.
No.
Like I'm more like, let's joke around and like just have fun and laugh, and like I feel like I get really uncomfortable with like romance. Like I'm just like, oh, why are you just like this for me? Like just laugh. No, I feel like definitely you. And I feel like Devon too. Like you know, I feel like
so. I think so. I'll take that crown. I think that we don't judge each other, you know. We have a respect for each other and where we've come from, even though we come from completely different walks of life. I mean, she's grown up, you know, having everything from day one. Devon had literally nothing, but I just think the kind of people that they are, the kind of way that they treat the world around them, and really their devotion to family is what bonds them the most, especially for Devon.
I feel like they don't. In so many relationships that Abby has been in, it's almost like one person needs something from the other person, and I feel like Abby and Devon are coming to the table as like full, complete people. They don't need anything from each other. They know who they are. They know the mistakes that they've both made, and they still accept and love each other no matter what. And like I said, like just that foundation of friendship, like knowing that like you can count on this person no matter what. Like Devon's made all of Abby's dreams come true, and then ultimately, like there's this trust there that I feel like she's never experienced before.
And she's made Devon's. I mean, having a family, like I said, having a child and a family unit like that, and being friends, you can't replace time put in.
Yeah.
It's just.
I love doing everything with you. Yeah.
Funny ones for sure. Anytime we can joke around with each other because it's pretty easy for us.
I feel like I don't know. I love watching Devon or Bryton both with Dominic, because I feel like it's like these scenes, these family scenes. I feel like that's so much of like what Young and the Restless is all about, is family, and like that's the core of our show. And to get to create this family in the Young and the Restless universe is just so cool to watch and be a part of. And he's so good with kids, and River and Rain, who play Dominic, love him. And so it's just, I love that.
I will say too, emotional scenes with her, because of how effortless it is for her. I know that it's gonna make me better in it too. It'll make me get to the place I need to go. So it's always, anytime I know that we have to get to almost crying in a scene, I'm looking forward to it with her for sure.
I like the makeout scenes.
I wasn't gonna say that, but
HR just no, I mean, I love doing everything with him.
The first scene, like our Devon and Abby's first love scene, it was great. You know, the anticipation for us and the fans for sure. You know, the director Sally came to us and got to ask us, well, you know, what we actually wanted to do and how far we'd go, and just to know that both of us were as open and as, you know, to making it fun. And
again, like having, like, even just in real life, the trust and the friendship that we've built over the years, I feel like just makes every scene better, because I feel like we are able to go places that, like, if you first start working with someone, you're like a little bit nervous or you don't really know what to expect, but just being able to have known each other for this long, and respect each other for this long is pretty great.
It's nice comfort there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I feel like there's so much like sadness and stuff going on in the world. Like it's so nice to turn on your TV and be like, oh my gosh, like there's a family that loves each other, and like I feel like it's really important. I don't know. I also just feel like the Winters family and the Newmans and the Abbotts like coming together and creating this family is so important as well.
Absolutely. Our son won't be able to get with anybody on the show because he's related to everyone. It's great. But no, to your point, yes, I think it's always important, especially on the soap opera where there's so much drama and so much betrayal and things happening, couples doing things to each other you wouldn't necessarily want to happen in real life. It's always nice to have that example of true love. And I've always said that Michael and Lauren have been the example of that. They've really never done much to each other, and even the little that they've done, they're still strong and still stay together. And I want us to become the new version of that.
Yeah, I would love that. Oh, I give the proposal. We've had two.
I was gonna say there was like a mini one and then a real one.
Yeah, I actually love the first one because I'm not the most over the top romantic person, and I love how Devon was just speaking from his heart, and that he just like didn't even think about it. It's like, let's just get married. Like, and yeah, and so I give that a 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That shows how unromantic I am. But I love truth. I'm like such a truthful, like it was just so truthful, and like, I don't know, I love that.
And I liked the one that I did in the park because we incorporated Dominic as well and his favorite little snacks, and you know, I thought that
was a good one too.
A surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know it was coming.
I didn't know it was coming. It's sweet. I am so excited because not only is our wedding the 13,000th episode, but to get married and what we're gonna reveal is so exciting. I can say it, right? Okay, we are getting married in the new Newman Ranch, but it is a replica of the old Newman Ranch with like a modern twist. So it is so cool. It was so exciting to walk in and be a part of, I mean, the nostalgia, like when you walk in and just remember those shows that I watched growing up. It's so cool.
They did an amazing job. And with the storyline itself, I mean, even our characters, we didn't know what it was going to be. It was a surprise to us until we got to stage that day. Because the way Victor has it, he's not telling us where the venue's going to be. So
I was like, oh, is it going to be at the Chancellor Park or like Society? You know, I just had no idea. And that the fact that we get to get married in that set, it was really cool.
It's a real nice privilege. Yeah.
Of course. Like, I mean, my mom ironed every day. I don't know why she ironed so much, but every day she would iron and she would do laundry and she would watch The Young and the Restless. I'd get my Barbie dolls. One would be Victor, one would be Nikki. And there was always these like amazing weddings that would happen on the show. And just even being able, we would just watch every day. So getting to step onto that set and then getting to get married on the set, I mean, it meant the world to me. It's a really cool, like full circle moment. So I got to set that morning, and there's always a little bit of nerves when you get married on a soap opera because you know you're gonna have to say these lines in front of everyone. There's a little bit of like wedding jitters. And I walked in, and on my dressing room door, he had posted a sign that said, happy 13,000th episode, and it had a wedding invitation, Devon and Abby's wedding invitation, and it said Melissa Ordway Bride, and I was just like, I got teary-eyed because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I get to be a part of this and that I get to be the bride. That's so cool.
I had the same thing. You put a groom one on my dressing room door, and getting the set and just to see it. That was the first time we'd all seen that set, you know, and it's iconic.
Yeah.
And it's an honor to be a part of such a moment like that. Many surprises, actually. There's going to be some surprise guests. We're allowed to say it, right? I'm having my sister and my mom come. My Harmony, formerly Yolanda, is going to be there, and also Anna. They're both coming down, which is great. Yeah, and there's gonna be more surprises in that. There's gonna be some twists and turns in the wedding.
Oh yes.
May not be the smoothest, but it's gonna be exciting.
Yes. There's got to be some drama in the 13,000th episode. It can't all just be lovey-dovey.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We definitely referenced them a handful of times, and I mean, you know, they have their memory there, and the wish that they were there is definitely acknowledged. What stands out looking back?
It's funny because when we all get together, like we're a big cast, so we don't always get to work with each other. And so when everyone gets together, it's like a family reunion. So just like looking out and seeing Eric and Mel and Eileen and Peter and all of these soap icons sitting there, just Walton is back. Like all of these people that are together. It's like, and then you're standing and they're celebrating your love and your relationship. I mean, it's unforgettable for sure. And then Dominic is the ring bearer.
Dominic got some real cute moments too. My favorite moment was him. I think they caught him picking his nose right before he gives us the ring. So I hope that makes the show.
Yeah.
Because we found our soulmate. We made.
Yes.
Why will it be our last?
I think that they've found their true match. I think that they are best friends, they're lovers, they're a family, and they have this family unit, and it's something that I don't think either one has ever experienced before, having their own family. And you know, there's so much, especially Abby being from the Newmans and the Abbotts, and that pull between both of those families, but to actually have her own family that is hers and that she's a part of, it I feel like is just a very special thing for her. So I think it's gonna last forever.
Ever. And Devon,
you can't break up with me.
I'm going anywhere. Anyway.
I do. Victor and Nikki, the first time they ever got married, and she had the big dress and the veil and the whole thing. Iconic. I'm
gonna say ours is my favorite. I mean, the last time I got married was in a hospital bed, or hospital room, and then she died shortly after. So
wait, I didn't know it was you're my favorite wedding. That's my favorite wedding, but I just Victor, mean like Nikki, iconic soap wedding.
I understand completely. I understand. I loved Neil and Drew's in, where were they? Tokyo? Was it?
Yeah.
Wait, did they have a location wedding? Were they? No.
I don't know location, but they were, Neil and Drew were in Tokyo. That's something.
Love it.